Now caught up with GMR Group Saurabh Chawla. He laid out the growth map for the company. Growth roadmap for the company, sharing their expansion plans, talking about the updates on the Mopa airport. Let's hear him out.
Just to give that guidance, the traffic, even adjusted for seasonality, is doing better than what we had budgeted in our business plan. The interesting fact is that while the ATMs, the air traffic movements, they are still have not picked up because of shortage of aircrafts, but the capacity utilization in the aircraft has gone up substantially, and hence we see a pretty robust growth in traffic in line with our forecasts.
Okay, so that's good to hear that the traffic is actually better than what you had internally estimated itself. But talk to us about the latest addition to your portfolio, which is the Mopa at Goa. How's that ramping up? Is that completely operational now? Have the footfalls been really strong there as well?
Absolutely, it's shaping up very well. Interestingly, at Mopa, we have achieved ATMs higher than the other airport over there, and the traffic is shaping up quite well. We were doing about 10 to 11,000 passengers per day in Q4, and that momentum continues. Of course, there's a little bit of seasonality in Goa because of the rains and during the summer period, and also some impact because of GoAir. But very quickly, the GoAir capacity has got absorbed by the other airlines. So things are shaping up quite well at Mopa also.
Okay, that's great to hear. And I understand you do have some expansion plans underway, or at least planned for your Delhi as well as Hyderabad projects. Talk to us about that. What's the timeline of that? What kind of capex you have earmarked in terms of the expansion plans with Delhi as well as Hyderabad?
So Hyderabad is getting completed within the second quarter of this fiscal year. So end of second quarter, it's getting completed. It will take the capacity northward of 30 odd million passengers per annum. So that is now behind us. It's only minimal capex that was budgeted earlier, which is getting expended as we speak to complete the terminals as such. Delhi will take till the end of this calendar year or maybe early next year. And this is the redevelopment of Terminal 1, which used to be earlier totally dedicated towards the domestic traffic. That construction is underway. As you would be aware, Delhi traffic, we are creating this capacity to take it northward of 100 million at Delhi, and it's a critical capacity that will come up to the gateway of India and also help us to make Delhi as a hub for many of the airlines, especially Air India and Indigo, which have large operations out of Delhi. So it's already underway. Delhi capex is which started almost 3 years back. That had a total capex budgeted for almost 10,500 crores. So that is also now nearing its end. In next 6 months, we should complete that process also.
Okay, so that's great to hear. The expansion plans right on track. But since we're talking about expansion and capex, talk to me about the potential as well in the country, because the government has been quite vocal about their push of increasing the airport infrastructure, bringing in new airports to the tier 2, tier 3 cities as well. Which are the cities or the projects that you have under pipeline or on the anvil that you would like to bid for?
So right now we have 3 operational airports, Anisha: Delhi, Hyderabad, and Mopa, Goa. We are beginning the construction at Bhogapuram, which is the airport in Visakhapatnam. So these are 4 live projects. We have won the concession in Nagpur, but we are yet to sign the concession agreement over there. That's a brownfield airport, and we'll be expanding that also as and when the concession agreement is signed. So these will be the in our portfolio, these are 5 airports which are there. Going forward, the government of India has announced privatizations of a number of airports, but I think that process is still not completed. But we would be actively looking at participating in those privatizations as and when they come to the market. From our side, our focus, honestly speaking, is to create a profitable operation because now the capex at both Hyderabad and Delhi are getting completed. We should see profitable operations in Hyderabad to begin with, and then over the next 2 to 3 years in Delhi. Our whole focus is profitability, generation of free cash, and return to shareholders. That is the focus, not merely addition of airports into our portfolio. To answer your earlier question, India offers tremendous opportunity in the aviation sector. We are today at the same place where China was about 15, 18 years back. When Chinese per capita income was about $2,500 per annum, India is exactly at the same place. And if you look at the growth of aviation in China, India is replicating similar or even better growth opportunities over there. It's extremely important that aviation sector spreads across a large country. Cost of travel, cost of logistics is very important. It needs to be brought down, and hence efficient airport operations across the country is one of the precursors to develop a very efficient markets. So we are at the start of this curve, and very exciting prospects as we go forward. And you must have seen how both Air India and Indigo have ordered the aircrafts. I think this optimism flows through the whole aviation sector.
Oh, well, yes, you hit the nail on the head. The optimism is quite palpable as far as the entire aviation sector is concerned. But Saurabh, wanted to get a sense from you with respect to the tariff revisions and the share that you have with the airport authority. Is there anything coming up for revision soon?
So Delhi, the revision will happen from 1st April next year. That process of revision will go through a regulatory framework. Other than that, there is no... yes, of course, in Goa also, the tariff has to be set by the regulator. And that should happen by end of September, early October this year itself. So these are two tariff settings that will happen over the next 12 odd months.
Yeah, but what's the expectation with respect to that tariff setting? What kind of growth that you are envisaging, let's say, when it comes to Delhi next year, or even with respect to MOPA, what are you proposing?
No, it's a complex mechanism of tariff setting. It depends upon what is the regulated asset base that is set up. So I would not hazard a guess over there, but obviously we are expecting better tariffs to come from the regulator. We'll allow that process to play out, and I'm sure it will be done in a very rational manner, as it has been done in the past. A lot of the uncertainty in tariff setting mechanisms are behind us, so I think now it's a very mature mechanism, and we will go through that.
Sure, we'll wait for the process to play out as far as the tariff setting is concerned. But talk to me about how you're looking at tapping into the Delhi duty-free value unlocking.
So, I mean, it's part of the Delhi airport play. What we are doing is, and that is not only restricted to Delhi, but as a general play, what we have decided is in competition with other duty-free players across the world, our platform, which is GMR Airports Limited, which is a JV between us and Group ADP, which is the French government-owned airport entity. We intend to participate in the future bids that come for duty-free and other non-aero businesses. These bids will come up within our portfolio also. and also across the world. So that is our focus going forward as to how to increase our non-aero revenues, and duty-free forms a predominant part of it. So that's how we intend to go, scale up those businesses at the both in India and at the global levels, and then see how to unlock value in those businesses. Very early stage right now, but yes, that is the path that we intend to take forward.